What's up guys, my name is Ace and welcome to today's episode of Back to Basics, the series where I go over basic tips that are designed to help people that are new to or maybe struggling a little bit with Call of Duty. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about being ready for gunfights at all times. For obvious reasons, it's better to be more prepared for a gunfight than your enemy. The person aimed and ready to fire first will win the majority of the gunfights against someone who is less prepared as long as they have decent accuracy. One major issue that I see with some people's gameplay is that they aim at the ground in front of them or up in the sky while they move around the map. Then when they run into an enemy, they have to panic to adjust their aim before firing. This little panic time almost always gets that player killed. In addition to this, if you're looking at the ground, you're significantly limiting what you can see around the map, which can really kill your situational awareness. When you're moving around a map, even when you don't expect to run into an enemy, you should always keep your aim at around chest height where you suspect an enemy could be. If you do this and you run into an enemy unsuspectingly, there is no longer that panic time to adjust your aim a bunch to hit your target. You should already be more or less on target and all you have to do is aim and fire. Now this can be especially hard to remember when you feel like you're in a safe situation and you really don't need to be prepared to deal with an enemy. I'll admit, I still get caught off guard aiming a little bit low or high every once in a while when I feel like I'm in a completely safe situation. Try your best to always keep your aim at around chest level and really work to turn that into a habit. Building off this point, you should also be ready to move your aim to popular spots once they come into view while you're navigating the map. I don't necessarily mean aim down sight at every single popular spot as you come around a corner, just center those spots in your screen while you check. So if I'm coming around this corner in standoff, my aim will be first focused towards the yellow building door as I come around this way. Then my aim will shift to this really popular spot on the roof. And then as I come around the blue van area, my aim will then shift to the crates here, or the boxes, whatever that's called. If there's no one in these spots, there's no harm done. I know it's clear, and if there's someone there, all I have to do is aim down sight and fire. Now if I were to come around this same corner like this, with my aim sort of downwards, I can't see nearly as much of the map, so I can't really see the roof very well, and I could easily be caught off guard by guys that are very likely in one of the popular spots. To build on this point even more, it's often a good idea to aim down sight and maybe even pre-fire at a spot that you think an enemy may be as that spot comes into view. For example, pretty much every time I enter the club on Plaza, I'll aim down sight chest height at the bar, because this is a very common spot for people to defend from. If I feel confident that an enemy is actually there, I'll even come around that corner not only aiming down sight at that spot, but also shooting at it. This is very hard to defend against because of the way lag compensation and the cameras work in Black Ops 2. The player that's moving will see the enemy before the enemy can see him. So instead of seeing him and then reacting to him, you initiate the gunfight and force him to react to you. Once again, if it turns out no one's there, there's really no harm done. You may waste a few bullets, but it's worth it to ensure your safety as you come around that corner. So that's all I have for this episode of Back to Basics. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll talk to you guys next time.